When discussing disturbing portrayals of family dysfunction in horror cinema, Hereditary by Ari Aster is often the modern touchstone. Its descent into grief-fueled madness, supernatural dread, and generational trauma struck a nerve with audiences and critics alike. But before Hereditary ever twisted a head or summoned a demon, Austrian author Michael Haneke crafted a different kind of family horror, one so icy, cruel, and psychologically precise that it makes the Graham family's woes seem like a warm sitcom misunderstanding. Enter The Piano Teacher, Love Hedonist, 2001, a film that operates with surgical brutality in its exploration of emotional repression and toxic maternal control. At its core, The Piano Teacher is not a horror movie in the traditional sense. There are no ghosts, no monsters, no pentagrams etched in attic wood, but Haneke's brand of psychological horror doesn't need them. The real terror comes from within the home, within the self, within the brittle, decaying bonds of a mother-daughter relationship that has long since curdled into codependency and coercion. Isabelle Huppert delivers a mesmerizing, haunting performance as Erika Kohut, a piano professor at a prestigious Vienna conservatory. Her life is a strict routine of discipline, performance, and secret perversion. But Erika is no free agent in her repression. Her controlling mother, played by Annie Girardot, lurks behind every door, prays into every drawer, and shares the same bed. Their relationship is one of smothering cohabitation and psychological warfare, a purgatory disguised as domesticity. This is where Haneke's genius lies. He doesn't shock with gore or spectral visitations. He suffocates with realism. He weaponizes silence, glances, and the sterile coldness of domestic interiors. The apartment Erika and her mother share is claustrophobic, filled with tension that never fully releases. It's a place of surveillance, not sanctuary. Much like Hereditary, The Piano Teacher deals with the transmission of trauma, but where Aster uses the supernatural as metaphor, Haneke strips everything down to the raw, uncomfortable truth of lived experience. Erika's sadomasochistic tendencies, her inability to form a healthy romantic or sexual relationship, are not the result of possession or ancient cults. They're the twisted outgrowth of a childhood defined by control and emotional stunting. Her horror is all too human. One could argue that Erika is the true antagonist of the film, but it's her mother who set the foundation. Their interactions are riddled with passive aggression, manipulation, and a terrifying refusal to allow individuation. When Erika begins a relationship with her student Walter, her attempts to explore her own desires are filtered through a lens warped by repression as violence. Nothing she does is free from the ghostly fingerprints of her mother's influence. What makes The Piano Teacher more disturbing than Hereditary is precisely this realism. There's no exorcism to expel the demons, no final confrontation with a literal evil. There is only Erika, alone, spiraling, bleeding, her suffering internalized, her identity fragmented. Haneke's horror is not about what goes bump in the night. It's about what happens in broad daylight, behind closed doors, between parent and child. It's about the horror of becoming your mother, even as you try to escape her. In that sense, The Piano Teacher is perhaps one of the most unsettling family horror stories ever told, precisely because it's not fantasy. It's painfully, chillingly real. So yes, Hereditary may keep you up at night, but The Piano Teacher will haunt your days quietly like a memory you'd rather forget but can't. And in that way, Haneke proves that the scariest family isn't the one with demons in the attic. It's the one where love and control are indistinguishable, and escape is just another form of punishment.